all the things I'd done as a priest, I saw the ways that the moving visual image affected people's hearts and their minds and really had the potential of changing their lives. So I did a number of things as a priest. I was a director of a homeless center for 6 years, and I worked at the seminary for 2 years at Notre Dame. I was even novice director for the Congregation of Holy Cross for 6 years. And after that especially, I knew I wanted to be part of the church's effort to reach people through the moving visual image, through film, television, and to some extent radio. So they sent me to film school, and I went to film school in Los Angeles at Loyola Marymount University. Then after I finished that, I went to Family Theater. Family Theater Productions creates family and faith-based media that entertains, inspires, and educates people, especially families. If you think throughout the ages, we've always had priests and religious that have worked in the arts. There are priests that had something to do with the windows at Chartres, and priests that had something to do with the sculptures that are in the Vatican, even if it was hiring the artists who did it. And I like to feel that I'm in that tradition. I'm working with artists and craftsmen in one of the primary art forms of our time, and the church has always used the primary art forms as a way to try to touch the souls and inspire people. So the films that we make, we try to address real issues and things that people encounter, but we also try to do that in a way that shows them that there's light. There's light even in the midst of situations that might seem troubling or dark. I always have a notebook in my pocket, so I'm always looking for ideas. Things that I see on television, snippets from talk shows, things that I hear on media, and things that around which you could write a story, or characters that are interesting to me. I wrote and directed 40 Hours and Down from the Mountaintop. 40 Hours is based on a true story. It's something that happened to me. When I worked at a soup kitchen as a young priest, we had this incredibly funny and gregarious young woman who would come to our soup kitchen, and everybody loved her and she would help out. And we kind of watched her go deeper and deeper into a drug problem, tried so many efforts to help her, and it didn't work out. Then one day someone ran into my office and said that she had died. They found her OD'd on the corner. And it's how we dealt with that and what really happened, which you'll find out in the film. Down from the Mountaintop's the story of the kid who goes on retreat. I don't know if you've been around kids when they go on retreat, Kairos or tech retreats. So often they'll have these big, powerful experiences. They come home and they're all excited. The parents don't really get it. Their friends at school don't really get it. So they have this big experience, and it can be awkward how they apply it to their life. So we wrote a film about it. In the story, we've got this kid Adam, who's had not really very religious, but has this wonderful experience on retreat, and then kind of awkwardly decides that he wants to start a rock band at his public high school, a Christian rock band at his public high school. That doesn't go over so well. And he's got to kind of figure out what he does with this experience that was so important to him when the rest of the world is going on with business as usual. The great hope is that families will watch this and then talk about it, that religious educators will use the films in the classroom and then talk about it. And I think that's a really important thing for media in general, is that you talk about the media that you consume, and that's where you get the real gift of it, and that's where people really do the work of seeing how it applies to their life. Sometimes they may not agree with everything in the film. We'll talk about it, see what's there. But we really hope that people will engage these works and have a conversation about them, and then they'll be doubly valuable. Valuable as entertainment alone, we hope, but then doubly valuable when there's a conversation about faith that follows. If you want to know more about Family Theater or anything that we do or the projects that we have, you can come and visit us at familytheater.org. We're really hoping that we're going to move into feature-length movies. We've got some great scripts that we're looking at, so you might see Family Theater in the credits of a feature film in the next couple of years.